We've all learned how to survive differently in this world. And when I say survive, I mean fit in. Because the truth is, it's easier to survive in a tribe than it is to go through life alone. For example, one person might believe that being funny is the only way to be accepted by others. Another person might believe that being strong is the only way to be loved. And for me, my survival mechanism was being quiet. I believed that if I kept my mouth shut, then I'll be liked by everyone. But what I've learned is that by trying to survive, we never learn how to thrive. We get stuck with this one identity, so we never really get to experience life to the fullest. People expect us to only act a certain way, so it's scary for us to break out of that identity because then we feel like we won't be accepted anymore. For example, I've always feared expressing myself because I might say the wrong thing. I might offend someone and then they would end up hating me. So as a result, I boxed myself into being this shy and quiet person. And that's how most people have seen me throughout my whole life. They never really got to know the real me because I rarely ever expressed myself. And that's why I've always had trouble making genuine connections. I used to blame others because they didn't understand me. But now I realize I was the problem. I didn't show them the real me. So how could I blame them for not connecting with me if they didn't even know who I really am? And that's where making art is playing a big role in my life. It's helping me break out of that shy and quiet identity. I mean, if you were to talk to someone from my past, they would tell you that what I'm doing is out of character. And I would agree. That past version of myself would never be talking to this camera. That past version of myself would never be out there recording in public. And that past version of myself would never be this vulnerable and telling you exactly how I feel. Making art has helped me express myself in many different ways. Because that's what art is. It's self-expression. And there are no rules when it comes to art. So you can express yourself however you choose. For example, I started my creative journey by making music. And that was the perfect first step into expressing myself because I didn't have to say anything. I could let the music show you how I feel. And it was through that process of simply getting started that led me to where I'm at now. Expressing myself on camera isn't easy. It's actually uncomfortable. But this is what my gut is telling me to do. And that's because we're supposed to move towards those things that scare us. Our fears point us to where we need to grow. And I know I need to be more courageous and confident in life. Because those are the two things that really held me back in life. So that's how I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Making art has given me the courage to take more risks. For example, showing people the real me was risky in the past because I feared that they wouldn't like me. So instead, I became who I thought they wanted me to be, which for the most part was a yes man. I would always agree with what they liked or what they wanted to do. However, after making art, I built up the courage to show people who I really am. And I wouldn't say I'm the most courageous person, but I'm making progress day by day with each piece of art that I complete. And that has led me to being more confident. Making art has given me the confidence that nothing else has. Each piece of art that I complete is proof to myself that I am who I say I am, an artist. I mean, I've always struggled with being confident. And now I realize it's because I've always pretended to be someone else in order to be accepted. So how could I be confident in being something I'm not? Making art has changed my perspective. It's helped me embrace my true self. And it's given me the courage to show others who I really am, even if they don't like me. It's through the creative process that I'm learning who I am. I'm learning to love myself, flaws and all. And at the end of the day, that's the greatest gift you can give yourself. Self-love.